Hey guys, it's CXE Plays with another Raid Shadow Legends Doom Tower video. But first, some interesting stuff happening in the community. We had a little news on update 310 coming to the game. It looks like we will be having a couple AI fixes. I'm not gonna go through all of them here, but suffice it to say, all the uh, poison exploder champions are going to be basically not doing that for the clan boss, so that should be very good for all of their value in the game. Also, we're having a change to Cold Heart, where she doesn't just dump her Heart Seeker into the Fire Knight's shield anymore, and Madame Ceres will most likely not be using her tricks or treats in Arena primarily. She will be using her debuff strip and decrease attack, decrease defense more often. So all good changes. A couple other preliminary changes for some other champions, but those are the main ones. But also, it looks like we are going to be having a 10 times summon event this weekend for Void, as I mentioned on the last video. And with that, we will also be having a 2 times summon event for Tormund the Cold. So, or yeah, I said that backwards, but yeah, you follow me. So yeah, we're gonna have 2 times on Void Champions and then 10 times for Tormund the Cold. So if you guys are not familiar with this champ, I'm just gonna run through them real quick for you. All right, so we have attacks all enemies, has a 15% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn, and instantly activates this skill whenever an enemy under both a freeze and HP burn debuff takes damage from the HP burn debuff. So very good. That buffs up to 25% freeze. On his A2, removes all buffs from the target enemy, then attacks the target 2 times. Steals all buffs instead if the target is under a freeze debuff. Will ignore defense if the target is under both freeze and HP burn debuffs. So also very good, especially with some of the new champions that have come out. I believe it's the Wanderin champ that affects off of freezes and HP burns. So that could be a pretty cool tandem. All right, A3 time. We have attacks all enemies, places block buffs, debuff, and 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns on enemies under freeze debuff. Has a 60% chance, and that goes up to an 80% chance to place provoke debuff for 1 turn on enemies not under freeze debuff. Decreases the cooldown of one random skill of each ally by 1 turn for every enemy attacked under both freeze and HP burn debuffs. So all of his, basic moves are pretty freaking ridiculous. And as I said, I've never completed a Christmas fusion, so I'm going to be going a little hard in the paint for this one. And I haven't actually summoned a Void Legendary since Sifi, who was literally, I summoned her off of 1 Void Shard that I had during a 2 times event. So, fingers crossed, hopefully we can make it happen. But let's get on to the passive. All right, and this is a wordy one on an 8 turn cooldown. It booked up 8 turns to 6. All right, has a 20% chance of placing a freeze debuff on enemies each time they receive a buff or have their turn meter filled. The 20% chance applies up to twice per enemy turn, once for buff, once for turn meter fills, in cases where an enemy receives multiple of these effects at the same time. So it's not going to proc, multiple times for multiple buffs as it used to do, but it's still ridiculously powerful. Um, Also, does not work with effects that artifact sets do. So no turn meter filling effects from masteries, healing, or these buffs or effects that take place at the start of a round. So yeah, all your artifact sets will be pretty much immune to this. Um, and active effect revives this champion with 100% hit points when killed and places a freeze debuff on this champion for 1 turn. So basically, he's kind of useless after he's been revived unless you have a really good sustained team around him that can kind of keep him alive after this freeze happens, because it usually tends to last for about 2 rounds. Um, all right. So that being said, going hard in the paint for him because I also have no legendary dwarfs, not a one. So hoping to change that luck over this next weekend. Anywho, we're here for some Doom Tower content, so let's get in some battles, huh, guys? Hopefully, you guys had a great day. I had a nice little session of rehab today. It went pretty well. First time really getting back in there since my debilitating eye injury. All right, so we're gonna go to Secret Room 3. The 2 rooms today actually shouldn't be too hard. It's attack champions only on this first one here. So we are going to go with some starter champs here because I got them in some pretty good builds, so we should be pretty good as far as getting through everything we need to do. Okay, so and then we'll go with Ray or Catrafon. I'm gonna go with Ray this time. All right, let's go. Secret room number 3. But yeah, I ended up actually caving, and I summoned 10 more shards after the last video because I figured the RNG gods were just like, just miss me. They didn't. I still didn't get the champions I needed for the fusion, but I fused the epics I had mentioned before, so I'm actually very excited to kind of get those guys built out and into my teams. So I said that one little spiel there, and it looks like this battle is over. Secret number 3, done and dusted. No problem. If you have some, decent starter champions at 60, it looks like it'll be pretty damn easy to get it done. All right, next secret room. I wish it wouldn't scroll all the way up to the top every single time you exit out. But secret room 4, and this is literally probably going to be the same team. So Aethel, Kale, Rhodos, Ray, and we'll throw in Tyrell. Let's go. So yeah, once again, these early secret room floors, it just seems like we're able to nuke them down pretty quick if you have, relatively good AoE nukers. And I mean, I don't even think you need, AoE nukers. You can just probably come in here with some single targets and get the job done. Because as long as you have decent speed, most of my people on this team are running from 150 speed to, I think my fastest champ is Terrell with like maybe 220 because I use him for clan boss. But other than that, I mean, not too much knowledge to drop on you for this one. It's you know get some debuffs on them, hit them hard, it's easy peasy. So those are two. Those went real quick. So let's see if we can get one more in here. Scroll all the way down one more time. So you have to scroll you all the way back up. All right, Secret Room 5. What we got? Ooh, Void Champions. Oh, no, Epic Champions. Cool. All right, I got them. So we are going to go with who's got the best aura out of these guys? Sandlashed, all battles, ally defense. Yeah, I'll take that. And then we're gonna go with some miscreated. And hey, that's Skull Crusher, not Steel Skull. I do know the names of the two champions. I just tend to, you know, kind of get a brain freeze every now and then. But let's go. See how this team does. I should have enough crowd control and debuff control and all that stuff, so we should be fine. These are, some of the better epics in the game, but they're all pretty accessible if you play long enough. They're not, the craziest in the world. All right, all right. I'm gonna do that whole poison thing from Taurus. Thank you very much, and you did. And come on, your HP burns do not scare me. Got my team tanky. Let's go. commands account. Okay. Putting up a little bit more of a fight than these last gentlemen. Still ain't no match from a squad. All right, 5-on-5 for the last one. Got a couple Julianas in here now. Miscreated, doing what Miscreated do. Oh, have I? I don't think I've even gotten a ally attack yet. Ally counterattack. All right, guys. You're cute and all, but it's not gonna happen. I'm on now. All right, let's go. Drop that off, and this should be pretty much over now. Oh, now you put up the ally attack. Counterattack. Ugh. This is what happens when you make your videos late. Alright, 3 more shards. 3 secret rooms, done and dusted. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Are you guys excited for the 2x event? Are you guys going to be going after Tormund the Cold? Inquiring minds want to know. But until next time, this is CXC Plays, signing off.